Granddad said you got to spend money to make money. So I brought a brand new field that needs a little bit more nitrogen before we can harvest it. Going to be taking care of the final silage cut of the season. But before that, I've got to get the air cart set up for winter rye. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Welcome back to the homestead, everybody. My name is Driver53, and this is my granddad's farm. Well, technically, it's a little bit more mine now than it is his. And technically, even part of it's owned by the bank still. I mean, I got a loan out on that, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. Guys, we are putting in some winter rye right now. I've got to get this done here this month. I mean, I don't have to, but if I want to be able to double crop into soybeans next year, then I'm going to need to get it done right now. So this is the field that we just got done taking care of all the wheat. So I'm going to be putting another cereal crop back in here. I think it's going to be all right. We shouldn't lose very much yield by doing this at all. But I've got a couple other projects today that I got to get taken care of too. So I'm going to go ahead and put a worker in this. Let them just do their thing. I'm going to run back and forth on the seed tender. And we're going to be doing that with the fertilizer. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a relatively easy day today. While they're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and take the Case Patriot out here in this massive field, guys. I went ahead and picked this one up because it's going to be super easy to get here. I mean, I just cross over from right there to right here. It's right next to this other field. So pretty much whatever I plant in there, I'm going to plant in here too, just to make it super easy. And the soil type on this one is incredibly good. So we should get a big yield boost on this field right here. So what I'm doing today is going ahead and spraying some fertilizer. The previous owner didn't really take very good care of this crop, so I'm going to come in here and spray it and be able to get the absolute most out of this that I can. We're probably going to come back after this harvest and widen this out just a little bit more. I mean, I might as well maximize the biggest field that I've got here on the farm. But this should put us pretty close to being like spot on to where we need to get a gigantic harvest out of this. Because this corn, I mean, we do already have another field of corn sitting right over there that's big. We've got that little field there too. And now we're going to have all of this. So I am definitely going to be able to make a ton of popcorn. Or I could just dry it down and then sell it off that way. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do yet with all of this. It's just became available. The farmer that was here decided that they wanted to downscale a little bit. So I thought, why not go ahead and do it? Take some money out of the bank. I should be getting every bit of that back from the crops that we're going to be selling here in the winter time, as long as prices stay where they are. Then it will be good to go. And man, this corn is tall. I can almost not see the harvester or the sprayer here. And that is it here for the spread. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing folded up. And then we are going to get over and start taking care of the grass. Now, our worker over there is making some pretty good progress. You can see they've got just a little bit done around the outside. I think they're probably planning on starting to go back and forth instead of working more headlands. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work there, driver. Guys, I was going along right here and a car kind of swerved a little bit at me and I evaded it and ended up jumping up over the barrier here. So I've got to get a tow out here, get this thing I think we can pull it straight backwards. I don't think it's actually touching on the chassis yet. No, it's not. So I should be able to get this thing pulled backwards. Maybe I could actually hook my own truck up to it. You know, I should try that first. Well, I got to pull back to there. I think I want to be all right. I just got to get all this stuff out of the way because the traffic is starting to gawk a little bit at me. I know this field isn't very big, but guys, I think we're going to be able to get quite a bit of silage off of this little guy right here. And with the other one included, I mean, it's just extra money in the bank. Now, I don't really have any plan of doing anything other than grass up here because, I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't know, maybe one day, but I think just having a steady flow of silage coming off this field is going to be more than enough than anything else that we could do, because silage is pretty profitable. I just don't want to put all of my eggs in one basket and make my entire farm silage. Field number 1 is done. Across the road here and head up over to the second one that we've got. And I might even do a little bit of extra trimming around some of these fields. I mean, that big field that we just bought, I mean, there's a lot of grass over on the backside back there. I could probably go and hit that as well. And then just a little bit down here along this edge. And why not? It's free grass, right? No, that was tough not mowing any of those crops right there. We got it though. Got the whole back area up here in this corner done as well. Now I'm going to go ahead across the creek here and see what I can get over there, because I feel like there's quite a bit of grass that I'm going to be able to get off those areas right over there. I mean, I almost forgot this area too. I mean, it's kind of working. Yeah, free money off the government, right? I mean, the state owns this, but I might as well mow it for them. It's getting kind of steep. All right, it leveled back out. Y'all, that right in there was a little bit sketchy. I mean, we're doing everything I can to maximize the amount here. I mean, it's going to be interesting getting a baler up here. But I mean, if nothing else, then this is all just going to be really nicely mowed and it's going to look really, really good. And while I was over there mowing my new property, I thought, hey, why not come over here and mow this property as well? Because there's no crops here that I'm gonna have to worry about taking out. So we're gonna go up here on top, maybe make a couple passes. Then it's just gonna add more. I mean, I really don't know how much silage, like the value is that we have. Yo, we have a ton of silage over there in the barn. Gonna get it taken care of, cleared out this winter, and this is only gonna help because honestly, this should ferment within, I mean, I think it's going to ferment by the end of the year. So I think we're going to be in like absolutely perfect shape. Well, we got everything wrapped up there. That's everything I'm going to mow. So the worker looks like they're about halfway done. I'm going to go ahead and put this bad boy away and then hop in the other tractor to get the, actually, no, this one's going to be the Windrower too. Yeah, let me go grab that. Making quick work here of these fields. Worker is still doing pretty good. So once again, I'm going to take this filthy New Holland. Don't hit me. Yeah, I don't know if this is supposed to look like that or not. Dude, it's my bad. Don't worry about it. He doesn't look like you did any damage. All right, looks like the wheels are fine. No damage at all to his vehicle. Doesn't look like it hurt mine. Let's get the hydraulics here checked out. Yep, they appear to be good. All right. Field number 2. All right, that area wasn't too bad. Now for the challenge. County road. Let's see how much of this we can actually get windrowed up. And I can't believe the county hasn't come by and said anything yet. I mean, it's not too bad. Yeah, I didn't even break anything. This field here takes forever to get all the way down to the other end. I was able to get quite a bit of grass cut here. Fortunately, it looks like I'm only going to be able to make, we're only going to have to make a couple passes, and then we're going to be able to get that baler back here. I mean, this field, it just keeps going and going and going. I think that I would probably fill up an entire silo that I had before with just this field. So we would have made some improvements. I don't know if you guys caught that, but we did add an extension. And we're good now. We don't have to worry about, running out of room anymore. I don't have to take my product and keep it over in the train silo. We're good. Good. I guess we're going to test out the limits of that thing here this harvest because, this is a lot of cord. I hop back in the seed cart here because the worker missed a few spots. I'm going to go ahead and clean them up here. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Just a few little bitty spots here, but OCD's kicking in, and I say that we got to get them all because that's how you maximize your money. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit all of these if I could get everything turned on. Working these hills like this over here on the edges of these fields, I am really glad that I upgraded this thing to 175 horsepower. One thing I did over the break, along with working on that silo extension over there, we went ahead and upgraded a little bit of the equipment. We also got rid of the white tractor that we had, and I also got rid of the Steiger because neither one of those really had a spot on the farm anymore. The Case, it is a nice tractor, but the big one that we got now, the Magnum, it's about 10 horsepower more, and it's not as finicky. It's easier to work on. The parts, they're a little bit easier to get. So I just decided that it was time to go ahead and get rid of that tractor and the white. Like I said, the white, it's been in the family for a long time, but Granddad understands that progress, sometimes you gotta let go of things to be able to move forward. And he was totally fine with it. He said, we serve the farm well, and he's really looking forward to seeing what we get next. And I told him that we were going to upgrade this New Holland here, and we were going to expand out the farm a little bit. He got very, very excited about that. And here is the last little patch right here that I've got to actually windrow up. I thought about putting a building down here, but then I was like, no, what if it rains really heavy and we get a lot of flooding? Well, then that's not going to be very good for whatever is inside that building. So we're just going to leave this as our water collection point and not have to worry about it. Speaking of water, guys, those greenhouses back there, they are rocking. Like, we are getting some serious potential out of those things. I cannot wait until it's time to collect everything and take them off to the market. And now I remember why I didn't really want to do this. It's because I'm going to have to bale everything that I just mowed and windrowed. So this is the third pass going over all these areas today. And then I've still got to collect them too. Y'all, I am definitely going to be putting in a lot of miles on these tractors today. 9.5 bales isn't too bad. These things are going to bring in about $3,500 a bale. So that's pretty good money right there. Let's go see how many we can get off this one. All right. 10 bales here, but we already had half of that full. So really, this is like 19 total. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Y'all aren't going to believe this, but the calendar shows 83 bales, almost 84. I didn't quite have enough to make the last one right here. But 83 bales, y'all. That is absolutely insane. I mean, we have like 117 or something to start with. So I almost did 3/4 the number of bales as what I already had in storage from a couple other cuts. So hopefully a couple of the other upgrades that I did here is going to help out this thing be able to be a little bit better of a bale worker, wrangler, I don't know what you want to call it. We're going to use it to move a bunch of our bales around. All right. So I've got this right here. It's got the 175 horsepower. I've also got the weights on the rear wheels. So I added that. And then we've got the big weight here on the back, and I've got the bale spikes. So this thing should be able to handle bales a little bit better. Wheels are coming off the ground a little bit. Not too bad. Well, I got 23 of them loaded on here. The rest of them, I think I'm going to have to pick up with that because they're in a little bit of awkward positions. It's not going to be the best to get this truck and everything down there, but I think this truck is going to work great for that area down there that we've got and this area right here. And also, whenever I start taking all this stuff over to the sell points, this trailer is going to come in super handy. It holds 30 instead of the standard 14. So I'm able to take twice as many and then some. Definitely going to help out. I'm going to do that after lunch. And I think I'm going to see you guys in October when we're ready to work on corn.